SmallRig just released a follow focus without gears. Check it out.
DIYPhotography's coverage of NAB 2023 is sponsored by Sennheiser, Zhiyun, SmallRig, and B&H.
Hi David, great seeing you again. So tell me a little bit about this new follow focus that SmallRig just released.
Yeah, so this is the new modular follow focus from SmallRig, and it's packed with several unique features that I haven't seen in any other follow focus systems yet.
So it looks like a manual follow focus, right? This is not a transmission follow focus.
Correct. This is a manual follow focus system. So this is a hand follow focus system. SmallRig does have a wireless transmission follow focus system, but this one has some unique features that like I haven't seen before. One standout feature to me is the friction wheel. So it does come with your standard gear-based follow focus system, right, where you can add a gear belt to your lens and you can do it that way. But one of the things is if it's kind of a tedious thing to add a gear belt to all of your lenses. Sometimes there's play in the gear, right? You get some backlash, and that makes things a little bit inaccurate. With obviously a friction-based silicone wheel, there is no backlash. So works with most lenses. Every lens I've tried it with so far, and it just really makes manual follow focus just that much more easier to use. And it has a couple of other features I'd like to show you as well.
Yeah, maybe especially for photo lenses where they don't come with gears pre-built.
Right, exactly. So that's a huge thing, right? I feel like there's a lot of, especially content creators out there these days, entry-level videographers who are using photography lenses for videography, and they don't come with teeth, right? So if you want to use a typical follow focus that has a gear, you're going to have to add on that gear belt. That gear belt.
So what other interesting features do you have here?
Yeah, absolutely. So one of the things is, as you know, with some lenses, depending on what brand of lenses you shoot with, like let's say Nikon, right, your focus ring might be counterclockwise or clockwise to focus away from you. Typically, if you use a follow focus system without this feature I'm about to mention, you're going to have to get used to somehow untraining that muscle memory where, okay, on Nikon lenses, I have to pull the wheel to me to focus away. That's difficult. SmallRig came up with a solution with that. When you detach it, there's a lever you can pull to flip the entire wheel over, and that reverses the direction of the wheel. So now if you have a lens that focuses in a different direction, counterclockwise, clockwise, you can switch it, and you can always get turning the wheel away from you is focusing away from you, turning the wheel towards you is focusing towards you.
And do you have any way to control like how hard or how easy it is in terms of tension, to move the focus?
Yeah, absolutely. So as you unlock this, you can see that there is a tension wheel, right? So by unscrewing it, you're getting very quick focus pulls, very light, no resistance. This is great if you're doing docu-style run and gun and you really need to nail your focus quickly while you're on the move. Now, if you're doing something where you have more time to plan and you're trying to rack focus from subject A to subject B, you can go ahead and tighten this down, and now you have some resistance, some tension there to get smoother, slower focus pulls. And speaking of more intentional focus pulls, right? Talking about focus racking. Of course, you have a marker plate here, so you can set focus points, using like a non-erasable marker, right? Hey, this is point A, this is point B, which is great. That's really great to visualize. Okay, I need to hit this point, I need to hit that point. Problem with that is you might have a great take, but then you come to realize, hey, missed the focus just by a centimeter, so we have to do that take again, and that costs everybody time. So another thing that SmallRig added to this unit is a hard stop point, right? If you unscrew these screws here, you bring them over to the hard stop. Now let's say, okay, let's find the focus point A. Go ahead and find focus point A. You found it, move it away, the screw stays in the same place, tighten it down. Let's go find focus point B, move it away, tighten it down. Now you have focus point B. Now take the guesswork out of it. No trial and error. You hit point A, you turn it, you hit point B. It stops right there, exactly where you need it to.
So even if you tried to mess up, this is now impossible.
I think if you tried really hard to mess up, you might actually just break it. So yeah, no, it'd be pretty hard to mess that up. But another nice thing is maybe you want it to be 360 spinning. You don't want a hard stop there. That's easy too. SmallRig thought of that. You just go ahead and flip out that lever, and now the follow focus just turns freely.
So when you're buying this unit, what is included other than the actual follow focus?
Right, so obviously you're going to get the follow focus, you're going to be getting the standard gear wheel follow focus system, you're also going to get this friction wheel. On top of that, you're going to get a 15 millimeter rod. as well as a NATO attachment rail, so you can attach it to anything that's compatible with, especially with your SmallRig cages if you're using that. But of course, this attaches to a standard 50mm rail, so if you have any other equipment, shoulder rigs that uses 50mm rods, you can just go ahead and throw it on there.
And how much would that setup cost me?
So this follow focus system is going for $159 US.
And availability-wise, is it already available for sale?
Yep, available for sale today online.
Perfect. David, thank you very much for showing us this new follow focus and the tripod. I'm Udi Tirosh. We're going to keep wandering the floor. Stick with us. We're going to bring you more news and gear and amazing things from NAB 2023.